Welcome to the Night Radio and Television Station. Here comes to the news today. On January 22nd, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs held a conference to review Vietnam's 2 years as a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council for the 2020 to the 2021 term. Politburo member Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính attended the conference. Over the past 2 years, the Security Council has conducted 840 ambassadorial meetings and thousands of consultations at all levels through 254 documents at all kinds, discussing more than 60 issues. Vietnam has made 5 marks in this time. Accordingly, Vietnam has contributed to promoting the multilateral approach on holding international law and the basic principles of the United Nations Charters. Vietnam also promotes the search for sustainable and comprehensive solutions to conflicts, including handling conflict consequences towards long-term development of the countries. On the occasion of returning home to celebrate the Lunar New Year of Tiger and attend the program Homeland Spring 2022 on the January 23rd, typical overseas Vietnamese from all over the world visited the mausoleum to pay tribute to President Ho Chi Minh. Deputy Minister of the Foreign Affairs Phạm Quang Hiếu, Chairman of the State Committee on Overseas Vietnamese, led a representative delegation of overseas Vietnamese who come to lay memorial flowers and visit the mausoleum of President Ho Chi Minh. The words "Internal Gratitude to the Great President Ho Chi Minh, Homeland Spring 2022" were written on the delegation wreath. Organized by the State Committee for Overseas Vietnamese, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, this program was held for overseas Vietnamese from over the world to return home to celebrate Tết. The program affirms consistent policies and shows the interest of the party and state leaders in overseas Vietnamese community, an inseparable part and resources of Vietnamese ethnic community. Recently, the Ministry of Industry and Trade have sent a document to the People's Committee of the Provinces and Centrally Run Cities on strengthening the management and coordination in implementing e-commercial activities in the 2022. Accordingly, the Ministry of Industry and Trade requested agencies to coordinate in proactively developing plans, programs, and activities to connect e-commerce, support local Vietnamese manufacturing enterprises to organize the distribution of e-commerce applications through Vietnam Online Store on domestic and foreign e-commerce platforms. The agency will also coordinate to implement the e-commerce development plan. The work program on e-commerce of the province and city will be deployed in 2022 and the following years. Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Karazova says on January 22nd that the Moscow had anticipated military provocations as well as the information provocation by the US and the Ukraine ahead to the Olympic opening ceremony. The Beijing Olympics are scheduled to take place from the February 4th to the 20th. Plumber quoted a diplomat in China as saying that Chinese President Xi Jinping had asked Russian President Vladimir Putin not to attack Ukraine during the Olympics. On a Telegram channel, Ms. Kazakova says that Plumber's information is not only fake but also special information of U.S. agencies. Zarakova affirmed that Russia is waiting for the provocations, both in information and not to be ruled out military actions of the US and the Ukraine. The Arab League on January 22nd announced the postponement of the annual summit scheduled for March 22nd in Algiers due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Every year, the summit is held in March, but this year has been a delay, says the AL Assistant Secretary General Hossam Zaki. After the visit to Algeria, Mr. Zaki announced that Algeria prioritized the option of postponing the summit and shared that it was not possible to secure the gathering of the necessary number of Arab leaders and senior officials due to the medical situation. Arab foreign ministers are likely to set another date for the summit during the meeting scheduled for March 9th. That's all on the news today. Thanks for watching us. Have a good time. Goodbye.